People who are attending for the first time, guys, this is Anisha here. I have done my MBA from NMIMS. Today I will be talking to you guys about your IIFT D-Day strategy because your exam is this weekend, right? So let's make sure we put in all the efforts to make sure we are getting a good score in IIFT and getting a call, because it's genuinely one of the good colleges with respect to the kind of peer group, the placements and everything. All right, so please make sure you're carefully watching through and understanding the whole entire process of your IIFT. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Yeah, so when you look at it now, IIFT basically has got four major sections. Okay, first you have is your quants, where we have 25 questions, 3 marks per question, and negative marking is there of 1/3. Okay, then is your data interpretation and analytical reasoning or logical reasoning section, 30 questions, same marking scheme, +3 -1. Third is your verbal section. This is divided into two parts, which is like reading comprehension and verbal ability. Combined, there are 35 questions, +3 -1. Then you have GK, 20 questions and 1.5 marks. So GK ka weightage is half of what it was there for other sections, right? 1.5 marks and negative marking of half, which is there, right? Overall, it is 110 questions, 300 marks, correct? Now, when you look at the kind of cutoffs which were there in the previous year, basis that if you see the sectional cutoffs which can be there, in quants and section, out of 25 questions, the sectional cutoff is nearly around 6.25 to 6.5 range, right? So an ideal attempt would be here ki out of these 25, attempt 15 to 18 questions in 30 minutes. That means you are giving yourself literally 2 minutes per question. So you have to here focus high on accuracy. In IIFT, it's more about your accuracy, right? So please make sure you're giving good enough time for the questions and don't randomly mark any answers and come. All right. Then if I look at the DILR section, 30 questions which are there, the sectional cutoff is somewhere around 7.25 to 5 range. So ideal attempts would be 20 to 25 questions, 40 minutes time. That means invariably if you have set of questions with 4 to 5, so you are looking at solving 5 to 6 sets. ठीक है, 5 to 6 sets में अपना life sorted है in DILR, and doing 5 to 6 sets in 40 minutes is easily possible. It's more than the time you would have taken in any of the other speed based exams if you have given like your NMAT, SNAP and all of them. So it's doable. And IIFT ka DILR is usually a little time consuming and it has got more calculation intensive. So make sure कि तुम पिछले last at least 3 years का पूरा DILR of all the exams solve कर रहे हो. In fact, all the CAT King students have that on their dashboard as well, because DILR is very typical and very peculiar which comes in IIFT. तो सारे previous years के solve कर लो. It is done by an IIFT topper itself only. Alright, तो वो अच्छे से revision हो जाएगा. Then we have reading comprehension and verbal ability. This is the most important क्योंकि maximum questions are of this 35 questions. That means the section which can make or break your IIFT exam is verbal ability, right? So you have to make sure you are putting your best efforts and aiming towards getting that. Okay, then comes here iska sectional cutoff kitna hota hai, somewhere around 6 to 6.5, right? So our ideal attempts will be 28 to 32 questions in 40 minutes time. All right, last is my GK section, 20 questions, इसका weightage भी half है. Okay, you should be looking at कि cut offs देखो तो 1.5 to 2.5 है, बहुत ही छोटा cut off है, right? तो ideal attempts 10 questions, 10 minutes time. ठीक है. Now if I talk about the way I will go and attempt the paper in the exam, right? So you get to choose the sections which is there. It's going to be all available and you can keep going back and forth as well also. So what I would do is pick up the paper, get started with GK section. ठीक है, start with GK so that you're quickly over in 10 minutes, whether you know it or you don't know it. At least one section is off your head. ठीक है, once you're done with GK, second, do the verbal section, because this has the maximum weightage, maximum number of questions, and you will have good amount of time to focus and solve all of these things. Okay, so finish that up. After that, I would say finish logical reasoning and analytical reasoning puzzles set, move to quants, and last mein do DI, because DI is the most calculation intensive. So isko I have done is divided into 5 sections. Start with GK, then go to verbal, then go to analytical reasoning, then go to quants, and last come to data interpretation and finish it off. Or if you want to look at ki LRDI, we can do it together because that's not very taxing for you. You can actually do is first 10 minutes finish GK, next 40 minutes full on your verbal section, next 40 minutes on your DILR, last may we will do quants, going in the reverse order. Okay, so this is something which you can do on the day of the exam. Now talking about the next 5 days, what you should be doing to prepare. So basically, make sure you revise all your concepts, revise all your basic fundas of quants and how to approach these kind of questions. Okay, different types of questions that come. Secondly, go ahead and give mock tests. ठीक है, 5 दिन में 2 mock test दे दो, life is sorted और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. Your CAT King का both mocks of IIFT, pick up and give it, solve it at that there itself. All right. In fact, one of the mocks, if you can see, go and check out the video solution by an IFT topper done on YouTube as well, so that you understand how to solve and approach the mock test as well also. तो तुम्हारा प्रैक्टिस और अच्छा हो जाएगा. पहले खुद मॉक दे दो, उसके बाद में सी द वीडियो so that you can relate to it and understand what and how to approach the exam. All right. To boost your scores, revise and finish doing DILR again on your dashboard. All past 3 years video solutions are provided. Solve that up. And Rahul sir's webinars may solve and see all the approach towards the IIFT actual reading comprehensions and verbal ability based questions. Watch those webinars as well, the last 3 webinars, and you're going to be good to make sure you're doing your verbal section really well. All right. So this is what you should be doing, and साथ में make sure you're analyzing your mock. So I would suggest one mock to be given tomorrow, then spend a day, analyze it, and next mock give it on Thursday. Friday you're going to only chill and revise. Saturday तो कुछ नहीं करना है. All right. So this is what should be your strategy on the day of IIFT exam. I hope this helps all of you guys. Make sure you are practicing, analyzing, doing well so that you can make sure you get through this amazing, brilliant college.